I got a new phone recently, and it supports wireless charging through a device such as this one. You just set it on there and it charges. And it's really got me interested in wireless charging for things. So I went on the old interweb, picked up some charge transmitters, and also charge receivers. This one I think was $3. This one about the same, maybe $2. So really inexpensive. Comes with a plug that you can just plug it into any other phone, and then it just sits here. But what I've been doing is taking them apart, because there's actually a very small amount of tech inside there, next to nothing really. And with them apart, they charge just the same on any of these chargers. And you can see that little green light just turns on. And this is these QI, which I guess is called Qi compatible. So this one illustrates it a little better because of the bigger LED. When it's on, you put it over, it turns on the charging and starts charging. Same thing with the phone. And you get it lined up. Same idea. So then I got myself to thinking, what's a device that I have that would greatly benefit from wireless charging? And I came to one major idea: GoPro. Because the GoPro, you have to take it out of the waterproof housing to charge it, but you don't necessarily have to take it out to do anything else. You can actually get the footage off via Wi-Fi, or if you're like me and you film for a long period of time before taking the footage off. When we went on our honeymoon, we filmed for a week without ever taking footage off. So, I mean, we had to take it out of the housing all the time because of that. And wouldn't it be nice if it was wireless charging? So I looked them up, and you can buy them, but they're like stupidly expensive. They're built into the battery pack instead of just being something that slams onto the back door. But really expensive in comparison to a couple of bucks. So with that, $2 and the GoPro, and then I just took apart like a GoPro charge cable. Got your positive and negative leads off there. That's all we need. And we're gonna assemble this all together to make a wireless charger for the GoPro, and then you'll basically just set it on the charger and it will charge, which I think will work quite easily and be very functional. And if it doesn't work on a charger like this because of the size of it or whatever, we do have these guys which it will sit right on, no problem. Same thing with the one that you buy for the GoPro. It sets into a dock to charge. I'm guessing to get the coils all the way around the battery pack inside. But this is today's project. We're going to make this GoPro Black a wireless charge GoPro and set the coil right inside the backpack. I think I was looking at this, and it seems like this will fit right in there and drop just down the side, and then I'll run a couple leads off into the charge port. Got to do just a quick polarity check on this. It's got three leads coming out. The leads that are actually connected, running out towards the plug, are the middle and the outer. I assume both outers are probably the same thing. We just pop her on the charger, make sure it's actually charging. We can just check the polarity right quick. Okay, so it's 5 volts and that's backwards, so center prong is positive. Yeah, center line is this guy plus, minus, and minus. So the middle one's plus and the two outer ones are minus. GoPro charge cable one. Just a quick little pinout check here as well on it. And it looks like pin 1, which is the leftmost pin, is our positive, and pin 5, which is the rightmost pin, is ground. So that's plus on the left. If we're looking at it like that, it's plus on the left. We're just essentially taking off what they've got and adding what we want. Really close. So we'll need a little bit of wire just to get everything out of the way. But for the most part, it's going to be right where it needs to be. That's all that's inside there. This just looks like a piece of tape. Yeah, certainly is. So we're not really going to use that, but we'll keep it as a spacer. The coil will just set here like so. Just a little bit of solder on there should be good. Looks good. And then same thing to the other side. All right, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna have to shorten that wire quite a bit, but I suppose we could test it. Cha-ching. That's the money right there. You don't want to wait on the hot glue gun to heat up. Just shorten the wire up a fair bit. It didn't need to be that long, I don't think. Just going to wrap the circuit in a little bit of tape because it has quite a bit exposed inward, and there is some metal there, so probably not a huge deal, but one little piece of tape wouldn't take any time to put on there. So clicky clunky this into place. Slide it back down into the casing. Okay, there it is in there. Change of plans. That thing, I was planning on putting it on the side, but with the plug, it was right in the way. So it's straight on the back now, but I think it won't matter too much. I think it should still charge. Well, I know it won't matter as far as the charge is concerned. Let's see. Yeah, see, I was worried that the lip of the GoPro was going to be too much, make the distance too far. That's where I said these other ones will be no problem for that, though. Because they'll just hold it right in the back. Okay, I was just screwing around with it for a little bit there, trying to figure out what was going on. I was putting it on the charger, but it wasn't charging. I took the back door off and tried it with charge. So what it ended up being was that little piece of quote-unquote tape that they sent. I guess it's actually some sort of like magnetic charge inhibitor or something like that. Like for example, if we put this one on here, you can see it charges. But if I put this in front of the coil, in between the two, put this in between the two, it doesn't charge. So what I noticed was if I put that just in behind where it was, and then close the door, I guess that blocks the interference from whatever electronics are inside of the GoPro in this case, or your phone if you're using it in regular. So now when you put it on, it goes into charge mode like it was before, and a few seconds later the GoPro actually starts to charge. So bear in mind, don't leave out the tape. I guess it's some sort of metal foil for this. But there we go, she's charging, as you can see. Seems to go into USB mode whenever it's powered on. Well, it's charging there, but notice it flicks back and forth between USB. But I don't anticipate that being a problem at all because I'm not planning on charging it while using it. Strictly just to be able to, oh, I'm done filming, I better just throw it on charge and let it sit there and charge. So, see, that time it went into USB. Don't know what the difference is. And it's out of USB. Don't know, don't care, it's charging. And then when we're ready to use it, grab and go. None of this cleaning the lens, putting it back in the case nonsense. And with that in mind, the same idea could be done in like a battery backpack. So you just take the battery backpack apart and you could solder the leads right into it. It would fit perfectly, as can be seen there. It would cover it up exact. And then you don't have to do any plugging in with the GoPro there. You could just click on your battery backpack, and when you want to charge it by its own, you could as well. I don't know why GoPro themselves haven't added this in there, but maybe they will. It seems like a great feature, especially with the older GoPros that aren't, you know, self-contained and waterproof on their own. I always find it a nuisance taking it out and cleaning the lens every time I need to charge it. But so that costs, like I said, about $5, $5 US for both those components, and that's really all you need to wirelessly charge. And like I said, this is Qi compatible with any QI based charger. But yeah, I think you need the little ring to be able to get past that lip. I have another one on my desk here, and it just doesn't seem to work either. I take that back, it's working. I take it back, that one works. It's from IKEA, so it's kind of a small puck as well. This one though, I was finding was just too far away. Oh, it's working now too, so maybe adding that metal plate in really solved the problem. Ta-da! And if you already have a charger for your cell phone or something, you just need this guy for a couple of dollars and make yourself a wirelessly charged GoPro.